The Castle Guard is filled to the top. Rejoice, basketball fans, a day that you've waited for. A new college basketball season is underway in Southwest Virginia.
Having two teams with a lot of newcomers. We're going to be introducing a lot of new faces on both ends of the floor.
Hoffmeister, the D3 transfer, drills his first points as a Buccaneer.
A D3 transfer you mentioned at 24 years old and can stroke it.
Here is Avdalas running the show, a fellow transfer, newcomer, Bedford, off the mark.
Charleston Southern has a lot of quality scorers. 3 surprise starters tonight, but they have a lot of people who can score the basketball for Coach Nimley in his second year.
Hansberry has shown the range in the preseason, misfires. It'll stay with the Hokies.
Yeah, Hansberry is one of the newcomers, transfer from West Virginia. Kind of a combo forward, can stretch the floor like a stretch forward, but can play down low too. He's going to be really a big key for Mike Young.
Hansberry wide open. Gets his own miss with help from Bedford. A runner outside the lane drops.
I think this is one of the things Virginia Tech's going to be better at, offensive rebounding. They've got a lot of athleticism to go with a lot of depth.
Maryville transfer. Williams won't have a possession to work with, an offensive foul.
Yeah, nice play there by Bedford fighting through the screen. Hoffmeister with the offensive foul. Virginia Tech with a lot of new faces out there, Evan.
Just 4 of the 14 players from last season's roster on the 25-26 Virginia Tech team. Here is Avdalas, one of the top international prospects. 10 to work with. Avdalas working, creating, and scoring his first points as a Hokie.
If you want to describe him quickly, playmaker is what he is.
Coach Mike Young said when he signed his versatility off the charts. Corner 3. Won't drop front iron. Hokies in transition. Lowell climbs the ladder. A posterized moment for Toby Lowell.
Did we mention highlights in the open?
Not even 3 minutes into the young season. Welcome back, Toby Lowell.
In transition, and this is something else you're going to see more of for Virginia Tech this year than in the past. Multiple people can push it, and with more depth and athleticism, they're going to run the ball when they have the opportunity.
I think you said in the open, partner, someone in terms of around the country, maybe the top highlight maker.
He really is incredible. Incredible leaper, incredible just quickness and speed. He beat everybody down the floor.
Bryson Blaine from Richmond, Virginia. Open look for a moment and ties it.
Yeah, the home state guy, you know he was looking forward to this. He went to JMU, then Gulf Coast Junior College, and now at Charleston Southern can really score.
Hansberry open. Rebound for Blaine and the Buccaneers.
Hansberry's had 3 good looks. Hokies with numbers again.
Behind the back. Bedford with the right hand. Won't drop off the window.
Charleston Southern's unique on offense. You'll see an open middle almost all the time. Good for back cuts, drives to the rim. There's that open middle, and there's that back cut right on cue.
And the follow through from Reese Jones, the senior out of Fort Washington, Maryland.
Yeah, Florida Southwestern transfer. The mayor on campus knows everybody, more than the coaches, knows everybody on campus.
Great personality. Bedford, he's been active early. Sophomore Johnson, great find, great finish inside for Hansberry.
There's the versatility of Amani Hansberry. We've seen him shoot the three. Hadn't connected yet, but there you see him on the post-up. Sealed his man beautifully.
Entertaining opening 4 minutes. Thrilled to have you on your Monday night. Blaine, too far in front, but a whistle and a foul. Well, Toby Lawal. What a play here, Mac.
In transition, the beautiful pass by Tyler Johnson, and the emphatic finish by Toby Lawal. Traffic in every game that you watch this season, no matter who you're watching.
Coach Nimley mentioned before this game, can you survive those first 4 to 6 minutes of the first and second half? And I think it's fair to say his team has done that.
They've done it very nicely on both ends of the floor. Hokies have missed some open looks.
Sumler rejected by Avdalas.
A couple of newcomers on the floor for the Hokies.
Lawal surveying. Avdalas off a screen, rise and fire Jay, too much. And a foul on Charleston Southern.
Good hustle by Gurdoch, the freshman. We told you, a playmaker, both ends of the floor. Beautiful play right there, using that length, all of 6'9".
Second team foul.
Worth mentioning as both teams make a couple of subs. Alon Sumler is back on the floor for Charleston Southern, arguably their best player who missed all of last year.
Yeah, definitely their best player, very confident player, a catch and shoot kind of guy. Averaged 14 points a game 2 years ago.
Hammond's coming off of that big exhibition against Xavier in which he scored 20 off the bench. Hansberry, another open look, and he drills it.
Yeah, that's what a shooter does. Forgets about the last one. Make the next one. Charleston Southern's been very good on defense. That's their identity, but this is a good offensive team too for Coach Nimley.
Avdalas had it stripped from behind by Franklin. Maryville transfer, Luke Williams. Blaine, great shooter, ties it at 11.
Yeah, just shooter in all caps, red ink, whatever you need. This guy could really shoot the basketball.
Shot 43% last year at Gulf Coast State. Tied at 11. Back and forth, early first half. Avdalas shows the range. Too strong back rim. That's last touched by the Buccaneers.
The Greeks, all the Eastern European teams were very popular at touring the United States and playing against the college teams.
Can you make that up, though? Halfway across the world, all these decades later, his son would be playing for Virginia Tech?
Very cool.
Hokies leading by 8. Sumler, one of the top players for Charleston Southern, connects.
Really nice design. Sumler set a back screen. His man had to help. He steps out to the perimeter, and the defender couldn't get there in time. Really well designed.
Williams into the front court. Avdalas swats that away emphatically. What a rejection for the freshman. Slow it down for a moment. Turns. Hansberry. Lawal. Goes all the way in and is fouled. Toby Lawal. What a sequence. That was fun.
Avdalas has been on the defensive end with a couple of blocks. You don't think of your point guard as a rim protector, but watch this hustle. Timing, get out of here. Beautiful shot right there. There's that sense of urgency Mike Young's hunting for. He wasn't happy with the turnover, but he was very happy with the block.
Mac, what is it about his game that makes him a future NBA-type player?
Well, you know, when you're that big and that skilled, that helps to start with. But he has just great vision. You know, I mentioned that, you know, there have been some great players here, and I know I'm going to leave somebody out, but Alan Bristow was an incredible passer. Played a long time in the NBA because he had great hands, could catch it, and really pass the basketball. And that's back in the early 70s, but that's what he reminds me of. He has such great vision and really good skills.
He is the highest-ranked recruit in program history outside of Dorian Finney-Smith.
There's a name for the best, outstanding player.
Blaine thought about the three, and foul on the floor against Toby Lawal.
Yeah, a lot of contact there on the ball screen and rescreen. Coach Young doesn't agree with that call.
Luke Williams might be one of the best point guards that Coach Nimley has coached.
Kind of a pass-first guy, but he can make the open three, as we've already seen.
Sumler hesitates. Second effort. No. Third effort. Fourth effort. Finally into the hands of Amani Hansberry. All the way up ahead. Johnson, the layup like a quarterback to a receiver.
Can he pass? What great vision. And then deliver it 3/4 of the length of the floor.
Largest lead of the first half for Virginia Tech as Olalari finishes through contact.
Yeah, the hometown product right there from Charleston.
Fouls on Virginia Tech's 13, and Amani Hansberry his second.
Coach Dimley says he's the most improved player. Look at hustle, and then watch this pass. Has to be perfect, and it was.
Avdalas showing a little bit of everything in this first half.
A little NFL kind of action right there.
No doubt. On the run, in stride. We've seen some highlights in this first half, Mac McCarthy.
Yeah, and quite a bit in transition, which we talked about in the open, that we thought the Hokies would be better in transition than they've been in several years.
Lawal all the way to the rim there.
Just kind of elevates. Everybody else looks like they're grounded.
33-27, Virginia Tech, opening night of the college basketball season.
Charleston Southern just blows up dribble handoffs. They are really aggressive.
Avdalas, step back three. Swirls out. Far corner, Coleman. Off the nylon.
Coleman hunts those threes, an energy guy, transfer from Auburn Montgomery.
Johnson working for the offensive rebound. Trying to find Gerdak.
Johnson was very good on the offensive glass a year ago as a freshman. 51 offensive rebounds, and I think he will be again. He'll be one of those athletic running rebounders.
First Virginia Tech freshman with a double-double since some guy named Justin Bibbs last year.
Justin Bibbs, big left-hander, was pretty darn good. He could stroke a three-point shot too.
Fun player. Just over 4 minutes until halftime. The left hand, the hook, Reese Jones.
He's really good. Big, athletic. Didn't get the start tonight, but you can see why he's probably going to be in that lineup going forward.
Gerdak just short from the elbow. Charleston Southern can get within a possession. Off the deflection, Jones stripped. And nobody has possession yet, and then Looks like
Stepped out of bounds.
Jones stepped out with possession of the basketball. So when we come back, Hokie basketball. Virginia Tech leading by 4 on open.
Southern staying in this game from the three-point line. Virginia Tech has had balanced scoring. 9 people have played, 9 people have scored.
Avdalas goes down hard, and he's asking for that to be on the way up.
The Hokies have dominated in the paint with 18, dominated on the offensive glass, but Charleston Southern is 7 for 13 from long range. Yeah, I don't think they're going to give him the continuation, but it is 1-1.
Hokies last year, 71% at the line as a team.
To line for the Hokies, 17, Avdalas.
7th and 8th free throws of this first half for Virginia Tech.
It's a great sound, isn't it?
You missed that sound, right?
Nothing but net.
It's just great having basketball back.
It's the great Joe Dean, a voice in the SEC a long time. Call it Tickle the Twine.
Is that the best sound?
String music.
Is that the best sound in sports?
It is if you're a coach.
Great answer from Coach Mac McCarthy. Charleston Southern, 7 first half threes, but the back door opened the flush from Reese Jones.
Yeah, we talked about big, athletic, strong, active, and he's been a presence since he came in the game off the bench.
And one, Toby Lawal.
We told you he was the leading scorer from a year ago, leading rebounder, and he is stronger than he was a year ago. Beautiful pass, beautiful back screen there by Sumler, set that up. And on the other end, the ball screen and roll. And playing through the physicality of Reese Jones involved in the play on both ends, and he takes the seat with that foul.
Wall gets his own miss on the tip. Another opportunity for this Virginia Tech offense. Avdalas steps back and misses. Gerdak showing the effort, but it's Buccaneer basketball. Mac, what have you seen from Christian Gerdak in this first half? Extended minutes.
Very aggressive, playing hard. Contact is not a problem for this big freshman. 260-pounder.
Whistle, foul off the ball on the baseline.
Tyler Johnson, who's done a really good job. He has transitioned to playing Bryson Blaine, and he's done a nice job of fighting through screens and having a sense of urgency that we talked about that Coach Young is looking for. But this time he sends Blaine to the free throw line.
The line for Charleston Southern, number 11, Bryson Blaine.
Bryson Blaine, we mentioned, from Richmond, Virginia. Started his high school career at LC Bird. James Madison for a year, the JUCO route, and then now at Charleston Southern.
Hoffmeister with the foul right there, sending Virginia Tech the full length of the court to shoot 2 free throws.
Foul on Charleston Southern, number 12, Jesse Hoffmeister, his 3rd personal foul.
Lowell was 64% a year ago. Obviously, that's a number he'd like to improve on. Went through the entire draft process and got the feedback, decided to come back.
Coming up Saturday morning, the ACC Huddle crew will be on grounds at the University of Virginia, where the number 12 Cavaliers host Wake Forest. We'll have all the best analysis and previews of all the action in the ACC. It all begins at 10 a.m. Eastern on ACC Network and the ESPN app.
Lowell 2 for 2. He shot 37% from 3 a year ago, but all the coaches think he has improved in that area. 37 isn't bad.
Long three, Sumler down.
Way beyond the arc. He was on the logo, wasn't he?
Part of the V of the VT at midcourt. Hammond, big rejection on the other end from Olalari.
And knocked it off Hammond as he was out of bounds. So Charleston Southern ball. There's the deep three going under the screen again. And then on the other end, Olalari, the local product for Charleston Southern with the block.
It's a 4-point game nearing halftime. Bradford throws that away.
And Nate Bradford, two brothers, Nate and Devin Bradford from Waynesville, North Carolina, 7'1" and 6'9", a couple transfers from Georgia Southern and Siena. Very talented. Haven't gotten a lot of time here tonight, but they're going to be a factor for Coach Nimley.
Off a screen, shoots. Lowell, excellent effort to keep possession for Virginia Tech.
You've got a wide open look. Virginia Tech not shooting the ball well from three-point land, 2 for 12 now. But they've gotten wide open looks. I don't think Coach Young has begrudged any of those three-point shots.
Gerdak, doubled. Tries to find, shoots. Who's that off of? It'll stay with Virginia Tech. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Time on the shot clock. Coach Young's teams have historically been really good in special situations. So they're going to have to be good right here to execute on the sideline out of bounds.
Hammond, teardrop right before the horn.
Nice point guard. Decision making. Understood the clock. Good job defensively that time by Virginia Tech.
Pressuring Bryson Blaine, who's been one of the top scoring options in this first half.
Blaine backing Hammonds down.
Hand in his face, Bryson Blaine. Again, up to 14 first half points.
Blaine at 6'5", had that height advantage and used it. Beautiful fall away.
Just about 60 seconds until halftime.
Late in the shot clock.
Lowell lost the handle. Charleston Southern's defense comes away with another stop.
They've been very good defensively. They have not really defended the three well, although the stats will say that they do. Again, 8 for 14, while Virginia Tech's only made 2 of 12, and Virginia Tech has dominated in other areas, but that three-point shot is a great equalizer, as we've seen in college basketball.
Leading scorer in the game, Bryson Blaine. His Charleston Southern debut. Spins, turns, short, gets his own miss, and is fouled on the way up.
Bryson Blaine back at his home state, really wanting to make a statement, and he has. 14 points, 6 rebounds, and going back to the free throw line.
This is
discussion about who the foul was on. And it ends up being on Shoot. Hokies with 3 players on the bench with 2 fouls apiece. And that has contributed to the lead shrinking here toward the end of the first half.
And that's 3 starters, Bedford, Johnson, and Hansberry. Meanwhile, for Charleston Southern, Bryson Blaine is playing with 2 fouls. Jesse Hoffmeister, Reese Jones, they have 3 personals.
Checking in for the Hokies, number 5, Sincere Jones.
Here comes Sincere Jones. Top 10 recruit in the state of Virginia, according to 247 Sports. Coach Young said he is a flat-out competitor with a nose for the ball when he signed.
Very athletic, been impressive in practice. A little pressure by Charleston Southern. First time we've seen that. Haven't been a lot of free throws shot for him to set that press up.
16-second difference, shot clock and game clock.
Charleston Southern has been pushing Virginia Tech out on the floor.
Avdalas from the corner, misfires. Shot clock dark. Charleston Southern can tie or take the lead on the final possession of this first half.
Yeah, we've said it a lot, Virginia Tech with another good look from long range, but 2 for 13 now.
Blaine downhill, off the mark. And Gerdak fouled, and free throws coming.
Yeah, bad foul right there. 4 seconds left. Hokies would have been hard pressed to get a shot off. Now they go to the other end and get to shoot 2 with the clock stopped. Good play by Blaine, but good contesting. Gerdak again in traffic with a good rebound.
Hokies 6 for 11 at the line.
Hokies will have to be alert here in defensive transition.
Christian Gerdak leads all Virginia Tech scorers with 8 points. With 1, long 3 from Williams, just short.
Good job by Shoot being aware and contesting that shot.
Both teams starting 5 on the floor to begin the second half. Virginia Tech looking to win its 10th consecutive season opener. Bedford, a little bit of foul trouble in that first half, left that short.
Yeah, he was off to a really good start, had 6 points early, but got his second foul. And he's also an awfully good on-ball defender, too, so they missed him on both ends of the floor.
Rebound secured by Johnson.
He's such a good rebounder, so strong even though he's only 6'5".
No-look pass from Avdalas, the easy flush for Lawal.
His head is always up, always surveying the floor.
Another creative pass from Neo Avdalas. Hansberry draws the foul.
Yeah, and Hansberry was in foul trouble again in the first half, too. Missed some threes early, but he's a presence in there. There's the nice pass, head up. Lawal running the floor. I really like the Hokies when they're out in transition.
And the no-look there. That was something he mentioned when he first got to campus, and you brought this up. He's a playmaker. He wants to find his teammates.
Yeah, he can score, but he makes plays.
Bedford rises, short front iron.
It's a good dribble handoff situation right there. Couldn't knock down the 15-footer.
Lawal the block. Avdalas tried to shovel that to Hansberry.
Yeah, good look in transition again. Good hustle by Charleston Southern to get back and knock that out of bounds. Lawal on the defensive end. Wow, is he he is such a great leaper. Charleston Southern disrupting Virginia Tech's offense. Look how far away from the basket Virginia Tech is.
Avdalas directing traffic. Hansberry knocks down his first triple of the second half.
Yeah, struggled a little bit early from 3, but if you're a good shooter, you got to keep shooting them.
Williams gets by a couple defenders, and Larry misses the second effort.
Hokies have really guarded that rim here to start the second half.
Bedford, long three, down. Timeout, Charleston Southern.
Knocking down shots makes a world of difference, doesn't it? Makes the game look easy.
Virginia Tech on a 10-0 run to start the second half.
Hokies struggled from three early. Dribble penetration, kicked to Bedford, hand in his face. It did not matter. At point blank range.
Buccaneers looking for their first points since the 46-second mark in the first half, and Bryson Blaine, his fifth three of the game.
Tyler Johnson got hung up on a screen just a little bit, got there a second too late. Blaine makes him pay.
Bedford hangs in the air, finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, really good score. You have to get up on him because he can make the three and he can beat you off the dribble. Hansberry showing his skill, pushing the ball down the floor.
Avdalas straight away. You bet.
It's a simple game, isn't it, when the three-point shots go in?
Hokies had two in the first half. They've got three in the first 2 minutes and change.
Bedford with a nice job there on Sumler. Avdalas is switched off on Blaine.
Williams on the way up. Second effort. Jones stripped, and that is off of Virginia Tech.
We talked about Hokies missing the three-point shots and Bryce Blaine making them. There's his fifth triple of the game. And on the other end, a little ball screen. Avdalas with the pull-up. He's going to have some big nights offensively.
Biggest lead of the night for Virginia Tech. Sumler, excellent find. Lawal, not that time. They're on the rejection.
So we talk about run them off the three-point line, then contest the shots at the rim. Another beautiful pass. Hansberry couldn't get the finish.
Might need to see a replay, but partner, I think that was another no-look pass from Avdalas.
Avdalas, he is such, I know I've hammered this point, but like I'm beating a dead horse. He has such great vision.
From all of your years of coaching, not to maybe state the obvious question here, how hard is that to find someone who has elite vision?
No, it's a gift. It's not something you teach. You can either see the play developing or you can't.
Hansberry spins and lost it.
Yeah, he's got skills, though. You could be excited about him if you're a Virginia Tech fan. Can play away from the basket, can guard anybody on the floor.
Hansberry started his career at Illinois, then transferred to West Virginia. Now at Virginia Tech following Chester Frazier.
A couple new faces on that Virginia Tech bench. We'll talk about that at some point. An offensive foul on Ola Larry.
Fouls on Charleston Southern's 34. Shea Larry. That's his third personal foul.
And that's the third for the starting center for Charleston Southern.
Checking back in for Charleston Southern, number 11, Bryson Blaine.
Hokies outscoring the Buccaneers 13-3 over the opening 4 minutes of the second half. Avdalas, floater, won't get the roll. Hansberry, no look pass. The three, just short, and that was almost tipped in. There's Johnson hustling, going up, and finally a Virginia Tech bucket.
Another thing we talked about in the open, the Hokies will be better on the offensive glass.
Blaine. Williams into the hands of Amari Caraway.
Caraway is so fast.
Long two. Box out from Hansberry. He's got the board.
Yeah, the fact that he can stay on the floor and be a presence down low on both ends.
Virginia Tech with a quick 15 points opening up A 16-point lead, its largest of the game. With 4 different camera angles and real-time player and team stats. And finally, it's Florida State and Clemson at 7 o'clock Eastern. All 3 games are also available on the all-new ESPN app. And as we welcome you back to Castle, Tyler Johnson gets in on the action.
Baseline out of bounds, a Mike Young specialty. Didn't get the first option, but got the ball reversed for a wide open shot by Johnson.
Hoffmeister, the D3 transfer, off the mark. If you're just joining us, this was a 4-point game at halftime. Hokies have turned it on. Avdalas drawing the foul on Summer.
Yeah, they're trying to body him up, but it's tough. He's got some leverage, and he's not as strong as he will be. But David Jackson in the weight room has made some progress with this young man since he got here late in the summer.
Avdalas. Open look. Hansberry, no. On the way up, Lawal. A chance to make it yes at the free throw line.
13 offensive rebounds for Virginia Tech tonight.
Mac, I go back to something we brought up in the first half. We're talking about Coach Saul Nimley, Charleston Southern. He mentioned that it's going to be important for his team. Can you survive those first 4 to 6 minutes?
Okay. Did it in the first half, not so much in the second half.
Hokies outscoring the Buccaneers 18-3.
They go home from here, Charleston Southern does, and host Toccoa Falls. They've got a big cross-town rivalry game at the Citadel in McAllister Fieldhouse. Been there many times.
That just, the way you just said it, that sounds like a fun place to see a basketball. You always say McAllister Fieldhouse?
Yeah. They redid it, a couple decades ago and made big improvements. Played all over town. They played in a rec center and played in a high school while that was being redone, and big improvements down there. Coach Ed Conroy, an alumnus there, point guard.
I think we need to do like a TikTok video with you where we just give you a coliseum, an arena, and you tell us something. I think you could do that for every place in America.
And Ed, nephew of famous author Pat Conroy.
I'm going to nod my head and act like I know who that is. You can tell me after the commercial break. I believe you, though. Lob too high. Blaine trying to connect down low with Jones.
And while the Hokies have made some threes here in the second half and got some offensive rebounds, the difference in this game is how they've played defense here at the beginning of the second period.
Hokies shooting 7 for 14 from the floor in the second half. Hammond, Lawal downhill. Gets it back. Acrobatic finish. Multiple tries. There's a late whistle. Back to the line he goes.
Yeah, Lawal keeping it on the rim, and then Gurdock kept that ball alive for him too.
That's his 4th personal foul.
So explosive off the dribble, getting into traffic in there. There's Gurdock keeping it alive. Lawal going back up and back up again and drawing the foul.
It's the 4th foul on Jesse Hoffmeister. Worth bringing up, Toby Lawal. At VCU 2 years ago, averaged a little under 8 points per game. Last year at Virginia Tech, a little over 12 points per game. What was impressive about the leaps that he took?
He's just improved in everything. He's really worked on his shooting, really worked on his just skills. And it made a big improvement again in this offseason when his name was in the NBA draft, and he went through that whole process. And he's gotten bigger and stronger, more confident.
He's leading the Hokies in scoring tonight with 13 points. There you see, leading the team in each of those categories.
Wouldn't be surprised if all those numbers don't go up.
Avdalas, the board. Overhead, no look pass to the corner. Shoot! Won't fall. A foul against Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson was in a little foul trouble in the first half, picked one up right there, and he's their best perimeter defender at this point.
First team foul against the Hokies. Checking in for Charleston Southern, 34, Lachey Overberry.
Hokies have also done a nice job at protecting the basketball tonight. Just 6 turnovers. Last year, averaged a little over 13 per game, which was uncharacteristic for a Mike Young team.
Yeah, it really was, and struggled a little bit in the exhibition and scrimmages before the regular season opened here tonight. But yeah, Mike Young has always preached valuing the basketball.
Was there a number as a coach when you saw that final box score at the end of the night? If you saw the number, you said, "I'm happy with that from a turn," or no? It's one too many.
We love single digits. You know that's okay, but it depends so much on the pace of the game too. Sumler was trying to back shoot down. I don't know if that was a great decision. But ball knocked out of bounds. Charleston Southern's got it with 13 on the shot clock.
Just 1 for 12 from the floor in the second half. The Buccaneers. Caraway, really good three-point shooter. Hammond locking him down. Larry got to go with 3. Bradford, far baseline, turns, shoots. It was blocked partially by Gerdak. Shot clock violation.
Again, we talked about it a few minutes ago. Virginia Tech's defense is completely different this half.
And the biggest adjustments have been what?
Going over top of the screens for the most part, but just aggression on the basketball, forcing Charleston Southern to put it on the floor, and then having the rim protectors in there in Gerdak and Avdalas, as well as Hansberry and Lawal.
Lawal going back to the free throw line to shoot his 10th and 11th free throws.
Toby Lawal is just so active. He's going to have a huge year for Virginia Tech. We talked about him and Avdalas in the open, and they have lived up to the billing, in my opinion.
We talked about this a lot last year, but I think it is worth bringing back up. Toby Lawal, he didn't start playing basketball until he was 15 years old.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's, he's just going to keep improving. Improved at VCU, improved from VCU to Virginia Tech, and again in the offseason this year.
Coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern over on ACC Network, Ryan Conwell, an 11th-ranked Louisville, hosts South Carolina State. Then we'll wrap up the night with the Nothing But Net crew at 11 Eastern. What a way to tip off the season on ACC Network and the ESPN app.
Yeah, Lawal on the free throw line right now, and we talked about it. Shot 64% from the free throw line last year. He's 9 of 11 tonight. I know it's a small sample size. Trending in the right direction, though.
Williams has been quiet tonight. Blaine has it. Misfires. Lawal head at the rim for that rebound.
Good save by Hammond right there.
And with that last rebound, Lawal, his 7th double-double as a Hokie. 15 points, 10 rebounds. Avdalas, long 3. Won't go. Caraway likes the three-point shot. Little short.
Avdalas with the defensive rebound.
Wants a screen. Shoot, catch, and shoot. It's what he does best.
Avdalas with yet another assist. 5 already in the second half.
Great find as Jones is fouled. Williams the feet.
Yeah. Coach Young, I asked him, I said, is Coach Frazier glad to be back? He said, I don't know. He said, I'm glad to have him back.
What a story that was in the offseason. Coach Young just showing up at his house trying to get him back. Hansberry with the left hand right on cue.
Did we say he had some diverse skills?
And Sumler slipped. Somebody who Charleston Southern very high on. Working back from an injury, missed all of last year.
Penetration, back cut,
Checking in for Charleston.
and the left-hand finish. Beautiful play by Amani Hansberry. A nice pass from Shoot.
Virginia Tech scored 42 points in the first 20 minutes. They've scored 36 points in the opening 12, looking for more. Hansberry fighting. Hansberry, pump fakes, patient and rewarded.
Be the second guy off the floor and use that left hand. Hansberry now that double-double, 15 and 12.
Hokies lead by 30. That guy, Avdalas. We've got a cool feature when we come back.
Shoot, James, shoot.
Offensively, my game, I think that I'm a three-level scorer and I can pass the ball pretty well.
Welcome back to Castle Coliseum. Here is Avdalas, who you just heard from. Nice debut for Neo, 6 points, 8 assists, flirting with a double-double, which Hansberry has, looking to add to the stat sheet, and he does.
Drive it from the perimeter, play through some contact down low.
Blaine misfires after his electric first half with 4 threes. Wrapping up that point on Avdalas. Mac, you're getting to know him officially for the first time in a game action. What have your impressions been of the freshman?
He is as advertised, and still adjusting to the game, still adjusting to the style of play that Coach Young wants on both ends of the floor, adapting to new teammates. But you see the talent for sure, and he's just going to get better and better as he acclimates to the game over here.
What are some of those adjustments to go from the international game to college basketball in the United States?
Well, there are obvious things, the lane, the three-point line, the shot clock, but just the whole passion of the basketball here, especially college basketball. And again, even the coaching is a little bit different and that kind of thing. But clearly with his skill set, he can adapt to about anything. Charleston Southern showing a little press after really getting kind of stung here by the run for Virginia Tech in the second half.
Avdalas pulls up, drills the jumper.
The size and skill is just really hard to defend.
Blaine stops, pops, and connects his 6th three.
You can't leave him. Tyler Johnson tried to get over the screen, back cut a little bit, spaced out, and made the shot.
Pasha, pretty move in the lane.
Another big point guard with great vision.
Blaine wants another. Offensive rebound, Sumler. Lobs, and the emphatic two-hand flush from Reese Jones.
What a nice play. Sumler with the lob. Jones with the finish.
6 minutes to go on opening night. Pasha, pretty move around the iron and down.
And again, he's still adjusting to the speed of the game and that kind of thing, and what he's being asked to do by Coach Young and this coaching staff.
Bradford feeds Blaine, who's had the hot hand. Corner 3, too strong. Luke Williams will stay here.
Checking in for the Buccaneers, number 2.
Look at that. Over Avdalas. Reese Jones has had a good night. He didn't start, but he's sure finishing.
Caraway from the logo. Through the start tonight, the transfer from Eastern Arizona, shot 41% last year from behind the arc.
Yeah, he's a weapon, and he got great speed with the ball, can push it down the floor, can beat you off the dribble, as well as knock down the perimeter shot. They've got an abundance of talent out there. A little illegal offensive foul. Toby Lawal.
He and Monty Hansberry with double-doubles. A nice night for the Virginia Tech front court.
Not many things have gone wrong for Virginia Tech here in that second half. Saw the Greek flag earlier that we didn't get to point out.
You know, they showed that. I wanted to make mention of that because Castle Guard is here.
I was talking over you.
Not at all. As Bradford turns and a double dribble. The Castle Guard, right now in the double dribble, they're doing the double dribble sign, which is also the 6-7 meme. Are you familiar with that, Mac, with your hands?
I don't want to talk about 6-7. No.
I'm not going to say it. I know a lot of people are rolling their eyes right now, but they were doing that. I'm just stating the facts. Avdalas bumped. And it's great. You got everything here in Castle tonight. A great crowd, a lot of excitement. The band, the student section.
And a great second half by Virginia Tech.
Checking in for the Buccaneers, number 1, Lon Sumner.
Avdalas just been to the free throw line twice, 1 for 2.
Number 17,
Remember, this guy was playing in a professional league. As he misses the free throw, playing against grown men.
Yeah, and he's affected the game in a lot of different ways here in the second half. 8 points, 8 rebounds. He is nearing in on a double-double himself with nearly 5 minutes left in the game.
17, Avdalas, his first 17 foul. To the line for Charleston Southern, number 1, Lon Sumner, shooting a 1.
Hokies with a smaller lineup right now with the wall really at center with Tyler Johnson at the 4. And Avdalas, of course, will be bigger than any point guard that he plays against this year.
Standing at 6'9". Lawal wants the 3, unable to bank it in.
He's really worked hard on that and shoot the ball pretty well. And of course, shot 37% last year, which is a good number.
Sumner all the way to the 10.
Lawal with yet another rebound.
15 points, 11 rebounds for the senior from London, England. Here's a size mismatch. Caraway on Avdalas. He knows it. Can't put it in. Nearing our final media timeout. Hokies have held Charleston Southern to just 19 points in the second half. No look pass. Johnson in the corner. Able to keep possession alive. Lawal open and 1 for the senior.
A nice play. We talked about him being stronger, and that's a perfect example.
What a great day for Toby Lawal. Many highlight plays. He's going to the line looking for more when we return to Castle Coliseum on the ACC Network Extra.
For assists and really has been the best perimeter defender for Virginia Tech too. He's done a really nice job, especially here in the second half.
Correction. Toby Lawal, shooting 1.
Lawal finished at the rim before the media timeout. This is his and 1 free throw. He's 10 for 12 from the stripe tonight.
Yeah, and that's a big improvement over the 64% that we mentioned that he shot last year.
Great find and another flush. Reese Jones.
Yeah, and then Franklin with another really good pass. Nice assist. Out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Ten to shoot for one of the top freshmen in the country. Neoklis Avdalas, step back, long two, into the hands of Jones.
Yeah, nice to have a guy that can get his own shot like that. And Hokies have several of those on this year's squad. Hadn't been late in the shot clock many times for Virginia Tech tonight.
Blaine the feed to Trent Coleman.
Yeah, good help by Hansberry, prevented a basket right there.
Long three from Blaine from the tee of the VT logo. Hansberry running the floor. One-hand dunk.
What has he not done in the second half? He's blocked shots. He's posted up. He's made threes. He's run the floor. Used that left hand on a couple moves.
Backdoor cut. Luke Williams. Lob and the finish. Toby Lawal climbing way higher than the rim.
And Avdalas with the 9th assist right there. Beautiful pass.
This game started with a highlight from Toby Lawal, and near the end, he's got one on opening night.
Hokies with a line change. Look at this pass. Avdalas, he sees things other people don't, and has the skill to get it to Toby Lawal in the perfect position to finish the play.
Also from Charleston, Jesse Hoffmeister.